Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Vanilla RAC server. My name is Ryla and we have returned. Yes, we have returned. This is the episode in which I talk about why I disappeared for a little while and what the future holds for me coming up soon. So I'm just going to let's first start with a quick little view around because I think I've changed some things since the last time I was in here. I still have the vines. I think Nojin did this as a prank, but I actually kind of like them, so hence the reason why they stay. And then we go upstairs, and let me show you. I actually hate spiral staircases, but they are just so nice and compact. We have a little desk area there with, of course, a nice picture and a nice potted plant. I changed the bed. Instead of having that white birch, I went with the dark oak. I kind of like the contrast a little bit more. We have here a balcony with some fence, and as you can see, the roof was extended. Very nice, yes. And then, yeah, I've been doing some work. There's some stuff over there. EB's place is there. You can see Chill and Alks over there. We have a nice little bridge here. That's all I can see at the moment. Oh, there we go. Benchy's been doing some work. That's good. Excellent. Yeah, there's all kinds of work down in Spawn. We'll definitely take a look real quick and see what's up. I had some help on this house off camera a while ago before I left, specifically from Nojin. He gave me some really good ideas and really good tips and really great suggestions for making this house much better than it was. So as you can see here, we have a front porch. Let's go happy. You'll have to excuse any audio issues. Again, I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so there's the front with the porch and a little bit of the detailing with the dark oak and the what are those called? The columns. So, and then I went ahead and I like the spruce better than I like the dark wood, the logs. I like the dark oak planks and stairs and whatnot, but I like the spruce logs. They have more contrast to them. So I've added it. I'm probably going to do another strip right around there, just like kind of similar to what I have here on the sides. Just do it right there. Instead of replacing it, I actually did just add it directly on top. So it's still dark oak on the inside, but it is spruce on the outside. And then that right there is just a little alcove. I think, is that what they're called? Just alcoves? It's just a little room. It's my little reading room, just off to the side to make it a little more off-kilter. Also Nojin's idea, which I thought was excellent. I happen to love it. So yeah, and this is so far what we got. I'll take you down into the mines and take a quick look at what I've been doing there. It's obviously not going to be done. I'm going to show you the alcove real quick. I should have showed you when I was up here, but let's not fall down the spiral staircase. I don't like them because I always fall down them, so I have to... There we go. Nice little area to just kind of hang out in. Put a couple of pillows here and a nice book, and you're good. Good to go. But yeah, nice little view of a tiny bit of lava. Just itty bitty bit of lava. Anyway, we'll go down to the mine real quick. Kerplunk. Take a look at what we got here. Okay. So yeah. So I have been gone. I have been moving in real life. I was moving from Alaska to Colorado, but I have taken a detour. I was actually going to move at the end of the summer. I was thinking like late July, August, maybe even into September. I had to move it up because my father was actually diagnosed with cancer. And so I moved up the move itself. I had to change the move until, well, when I did, I changed it to about 6 weeks, and then found out that they really wanted to do surgery pretty quick, and he really wanted me here for the surgery, so I wasn't able to move it up any more than I had already. I was able to move it up by one more week. Everything shifted another week. So that last bit of, the last few weeks have been crazy, have been just... yeah, okay, we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, this is essentially what I've been doing. This is my mine. Over there, I actually think I run into Benchy or Alk Chill or somebody's mine, so I can't go very far that way. I haven't started this way, but I'm likely to run into EB at some point. This is my best bet, and then behind this is my best bet for actually getting to, kind of unadulterated areas, so to speak. Oh, frog. Just ignore that. It's always nice to know that some things never change. I'm actually going to dig behind. This will be like a little circuitous path, and then I'll do another row behind here. This will be a wall of lava that's on either side. I'll have glass panes on this side and on the other side of the lava, and that will be another kind of mining right there. So yeah, So this is what I've been working with so far. I've been kind of trying to make this concave. I'm not using any type of program to preset it. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, which it's interesting. It's interesting to try to eyeball, but I'm actually going to put lava up there with glass panes is what I'm thinking. And it should look pretty cool, I think. The only problem, of course, is the lava will drip down with particles, and it'll be a bit of an issue. So while I'm talking, because I'm not able to do much more than either stand around and chat, or which would be incredibly boring, or strip mine and chat, which is at least a little less boring. So I think that's what we'll do real quick while I just kind of go over some of the changes. So yeah. So essentially, with my father's diagnosis, I debated whether or not to even talk about it on camera, because he's a pretty private person, and believe it or not, I'm kind of private. I know lots of people who talk to me think I'm not, but I am. But I don't know. It is what it is. It was going to be. It had the potential for changing a lot of stuff, but I will say now, luckily he had his surgery. He had some complications. I wasn't able to make it. They live in Arizona. They were in the middle of moving actually when my dad's diagnosis came down. So they had their own kind of craziness going on. But that's okay. I'm trying to avoid the lava is what I'm trying to do, and then get back down to diamond level. Well, technically we're all at diamond level, but we're gonna go down one more. So they were in the middle of moving themselves, and when all this happened and went on, and I wasn't able to make it here because it takes 3 days to be on the ferry. I could have taken the ferry six hours north and then driven from Skagway, Alaska, and I didn't want to do that because, number one, I wasn't entirely sure my car could take it, and number two, that's just a heck of a lot of driving. So I opted for the ferry, but that also meant I had to miss his surgery. So that was a little disappointing on my end, but good news. There is very good news. He had his surgery. He did have some complications from him, which of course is not the good news. Went back in the hospital and found out about the pathology results while he was in the hospital due to complications, and found out that it was indeed cancer. There was some question for a little while about whether or not it was actually cancer, but it was indeed cancer. They removed all of it in the surgery, and it had not spread. It was colon cancer specifically, and it had not spread beyond that. So he doesn't actually need to do chemo or any of that kind of stuff. I was thinking if he had to do chemo, I was just going to stay here in Arizona and help out my parents for as long as they needed me, which I figured if you need chemo, it could be a matter of months. So that was my plan, is I would have been here. And like I said, they were in the middle of moving, so they actually do not have a house themselves. We are, including me, we are currently staying with my dad's cousin, who is an awesome guy, really laid back. It's a lot of fun, and we have to give him lots of thanks for helping everybody out at this time in our lives. Because I'm going to go ahead and hang around. Like I said, I was moving to Colorado. I kind of went via Phoenix, and Frog is distracting me. One moment, let me log out. Okay, as you can see, we're on with Frog and Achman and Ryla, and I think Gorley. I don't know if he's coming back or not, but Gorley's oh, there he is. Yeah. Okay, so Gorley came back. So yeah, so I got interrupted and I totally forgot what we were talking about. So yeah. Yeah, I was moving to Colorado, and they were moving to Phoenix. So of course instead of going straight to Colorado, I ended up coming to Phoenix, and I've decided to go ahead and stay and just kind of help my dad through his recovery and help them. They should hopefully, I think they've got an offer on their house in California. Hopefully that closes, and they will be able to buy a house here, or rent a place or something. I don't know what they want to do, but I figured I'd help them with the move and get all that sorted. My baby sister's actually going to be moving here next month, so I'm probably going to go back to California to help her out. So my time at this moment is really just kind of helping my family resettle. That does mean, however, that my schedule is a little off kilter. As you may have noticed, I'm not putting out episodes as often as I was. A lot of that was due to being just a week of travel. It really was. It was 3 nights and 4 days on the ferry, I think, and then it took about 3 days to drive. Specifically because when I got off the ferry, I was just so tired. There was a man there who just snored. Because on the ferry, you actually sleep on the deck. You can rent a cabin if you want, but it's more expensive. And, really the deck is nice. There's what they call the solarium, which is not out in the open. It's underneath a glass roof. It is open on the sides, and at the front, it's open. But they have, it's covered because it rains a lot. We're, in southern Alaska. And they have heat lamps at the top. They have heat lamps so much that I have one of those sleeping bags that's good for winter. It's one of those thermal sleeping bags, and it's all fancy and all that. And I sleep on top of it because it gets so hot with those heat lamps. So that's 4 nights of, what did I say, 3 days? 3 days, 4 nights. We left Monday night, or technically Tuesday morning at 2 a.m., and we arrived on Friday morning at 8 a.m. in Bellingham, Washington. That's where you land. And so that was the trip. So however long that is, it's just all kind of a blur. And then after that, I was just so exhausted that I actually ended up just driving the hour to Seattle, running a couple of errands and doing some things that I couldn't do in Alaska because they just didn't have it available. And then just got a hotel room and just basically crashed. It was it was a little exhausting. And then it was after that, it was 2 days of driving, which is a gorgeous drive, by the way. We went, my uncle actually came and met me and wanted to do the drive with me. And we went through Idaho and Utah and hit Salt Lake City, drove through Salt Lake City. And it was gorgeous. Especially the southern Utah, right before you get to the Grand Canyon. It really is a beautiful drive. So that was very nice. We saw the Hoover Dam and whatnot. I think I tweeted some about that, so you can see a couple of pictures there if you're interested at all. But I thought that part was kind of nice. And at that point, my dad had a surgery and everything was going okay, so we weren't in a huge rush. We did want to make it back. I wanted to see him. We didn't know at the time that they got all the cancer. We were still thinking that there was a chance it could have spread and he would need chemo and all of that. So I did want to make it down as soon as we can, but I didn't feel, a huge urgency to get there now. And then he had his complications, and then it became like, okay, we just need to knock this trip out. So we did, that last day was like a 13, 14-hour day drive. It was pretty rough, but we made it. Made it here okay, and we were here a couple of days before my dad got his pathology, and that's where I am. I got my computer set up yesterday, and realized somehow I managed to lose my excellent headphones, which suck, and I managed to lose my pop filter, which also sucked. So I had to, we went to a couple of stores and picked up a few things I needed just to get me by. So the audio may not be as nice because it's not my current, it's not my previous setup, and I still haven't gotten it. I use a microphone stand, and due to how I have it set up at the moment, I can't extend it properly, and so I'm trying to counterbalance it to keep the microphone from slowly sinking, but it still kind of slowly sinks, and so I'm hoping I've got it figured out. But yeah, so I'm just a little discombobulated at the moment is all. So that is why there has not been any vanilla episodes lately, why there have been older modded episodes. I think I have another older mod episode scheduled for Monday. I think I might go ahead and keep. But I should be recording new stuff now. I mean, one thing, I went from living on my own to now living with 3 different people, 3 very opinionated people, might I add. My mother, my father, and my dad's cousin, my second cousin, I think, is it first cousin once removed, or it's second cousin? I don't remember. I always said second cousin. It doesn't really matter. He's my cousin. They're all very, very opinionated people, and so it's always a lot of fun. I'm actually quite opinionated myself, so I can't be talking, but yeah, so that's where we're at. But yeah, luckily my parents are actually, they are really supportive of me doing Let's Play stuff. I have to give them credit. My dad, in particular, really gets a huge kick out of the fact that I do this. Even though I don't think he fully understands what is involved. He does watch the videos and stuff, and he still doesn't, I don't think he still quite gets it. But yeah, he's just an awesome guy. So I'm so happy that everything came out okay. So, although he did tell me in a really bad way. I'll tell you this real quick before I finish up the episode. This is, like I said, if you're not interested in the chatting, this is not the episode for you. Oh, excellent. Look what we found here. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so how my dad told me is I came into the hospital where he was staying, and just to kind of hang out with them for a while and, just chat and whatnot, as you do when people are in hospitals. You go and you sit with them and you're like, hey, how's it going? And you talk about what you watched on TV and boring stuff like that, because they're stuck there and they're bored, and so you provide a nice little distraction. And so we were working on, I went there and was doing that, and my dad told me, okay, you probably would get mad, actually, I'm telling you all this, but it's funny now. It wasn't funny then, but we came in and he looks at me and he goes, we got the results for the pathology report. And I was, okay, all right, what? And he says, it sounds terrible, and I'll tell you right now, I love my father dearly. This is just his sense of humor, and he realized pretty immediately this was a bad idea. But he looks me straight in the eye and he goes, I'm not going to be around to see your children. And then he pauses, and my brain is starting to process this. It takes it a minute, because this is not what you want and or expecting to hear. And I think he started realizing the pause was maybe a little too quick, because then all of a sudden he rushed out. He's like, I'll be there to help raise them. So, that's how he told me. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I hate my father. It was just, oh, yeah. But then everything, my brain was able to keep up and process all of that, and it's hard to stay mad at him when you have such good news like that. So like I said, he learned his lesson really quick. He didn't try doing that with my sisters, and it's actually really good that he tried it with me, because I'm pretty tough. My sisters probably would have, cried and then slaughtered them or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the situation. I am in a space where I can't do my own schedule. I have to be respectful of the other people in the house, at least while I am here. And then at some point, like I said, the plan is to go to Colorado and live in Colorado. It's just a matter now of when I get there. So it could be a week from now, it could be a month from now, it could be 3 months from now. Basically, however long my parents need me and however long we're able to live with each other without killing each other is where I'll be. On the plus side, that does mean I don't have a work schedule to work around, per se. I am, of course, hoping to pick up some work here and there, mostly freelance stuff, which will hopefully free me up some time. If I can make that work, that will be nice. So I do have to now work around the schedule of 3 other people, but I also am more versatile and able to do that. And as I said, ooh, what is this? Oh, I've been here before, apparently. Somebody's been here before. Ooh, somebody missed gold. If it wasn't me, I'm taking your gold. So yeah, I'm full up. Let's go ahead and pull a block there just in case. And what do we not need? We don't need gravel. Okay. And a torch, because you torch all of the things. Copious amounts of torching is involved and required. Was this the right level? I think this was, what level are we at? We are at level 10. Okay, which is where I wanted to be. So we wanted to go straight this way. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted to do. So yeah, so that is the status. Like I said, I will be able to hopefully start recording more often. They're very respectful of me. As long as I'm very respectful of them, it'll work out fine. At some point, I will be moving again. Hopefully, it will be not such a rush. It will be planned. I had this move. The original move from Alaska to Colorado planned down to where I'd stop and what I do, and I had people lined up I was going to see on the way, and I had to cancel all of that. Let's actually do this with a fortune. So it's been a rough ride. So I had to quit my job a lot faster than I thought, and then pack everything up like a mad woman and make plans and arrangements and figure out what to do with the cats, and yeah, it's just crazy. So, but we're here. We're fine. The cats are fine. I'm fine. My dad is fine, thank goodness. So my mom is fine. She's she's still coming. I don't think it's quite fully comprehended with her that everything's okay. She's still kind of in, must fix everything mode. But yeah, she'll get there. So we're all doing all right, and I should, like I said, be able to get back to a more regular schedule. Hopefully with my next move, I'll still be able to maintain some sort of regular schedule. That is the plan in any respects, anyway. In any given, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's late. I'm still a little, it's still a little crazy. I'm probably gonna want that little bit of whatever that is. What was that? This guy. This dude. What are you? I keep waiting for Wayla. Flint. I probably want that little bit of Flint. But then again, I'm not going to want to go back for it. So, screw you, Flint. You're on your own. So, yeah. So, that's the plan. So, hopefully you'll see more scheduled stuff from me. You will continue to see, I think we're still planning on doing a few more White Noise episodes. So, you should see some of those coming out, which will be excellent. You should see some... of course, the modded rack. I think the modded rack tends to be my favorite. I do like vanilla, but modded's kind of in the blood. So, yeah, so that will be coming along. And I do want to start playing some other games on my Let's Plays. Hopefully, I think I'll have enough time now. Didn't I see there's gold and iron. I should be able to, I think, pull it off in such a way that I'll have enough time to start branching out a little bit and do stuff beyond Minecraft. I love Minecraft dearly, but it's fun to kind of mix it up a little bit and add things to it and do other things. So that's the idea. So out of what do we have? 4 diamond? We got 10? I think it was 4. Might have been 6. That's pretty good. Either way, it's pretty good. More diamond. Lots of diamond. We're pretty lucky with the diamond. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing, and hopefully we'll come back when I get this kind of carved out the way I want it, and we can add in extra things. But yeah, so that's what this is, and we're doing good. And I think next episode, because this is probably a very long episode with me just rambling like crazy. So next episode we'll go around the spawn town and kind of take a look at what everybody's been doing since I've been gone, and see what all's been happening, what's been going on, what's new, what's happening, what's going on. Anyway, so thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Yeah, we should get back to normal to some extent. Anyway, as normal as I am anyway, which is not saying stuff. Is that a bunch of mushrooms? I guess mushrooms are spreading back there. I'll go look back there anyway. Yeah. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. My name is Ryla, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.